Satnam, good morning. So today we're going to do something for the navel center. We're going to balance and strengthen the energy at the navel center. And what that is going to do is give you loads of energy. And it just taps into that sense of willpower, commitment, motivation, just to get you going and to help you to focus on your goals, but also to realize them. This is when this energy is balanced, you're going to have an idea and you're going to just do it. There isn't going to be any procrastination. You're just going to just do it. So I think it's a great set. And then we have a meditation at the end, which is to do with our positivity. The energy of the navel center is also associated with the sun, that vibrancy, that positivity. So today, really positive, productive set. So let's start just by sitting up nice and tall, so feeling grounded through your lower body, and then raising up from the waist, opening up the chest, dropping the shoulders, chin is tucked slightly back, feeling that nice straightness along your spine. Turn your attention to your breathing, close your eyes, lengthen and deepen your breath. You can use your navel point for that to allow it to rise. On the inhale, back towards the spine. Exhale. Whenever we use our navel point, whether it's for breathing, for chanting, for speaking, we just give it some extra oomph and extra power. Bring our hands off our knees, pressing the palms together, tucked into the chest. Now let's try to use the navel point also as we chant. Inhale, exhale. Inhale deeply to begin. Om Namo Buddhaya. Om. Om. Buddhaya. Om. And inhale for the protection mantra. Adkarename, Jugatkarename, Satkarename, Siri Gurudevaname. Adkarename, Jugatkarename, Satkarename, Siri Gurudevaname. Adkarename, Jugatkarename, Satkarename, Siri Gurudevaname. Inhale. Exhale, bring your hands down onto your knees. Just breathing for a moment. Setting any intention that you have for this practice and for this day ahead. So we'll start with breath of fire, just to immediately engage and energize that navel center. So we're going to have our hands, tips of the fingers on the pads of the palms, back of the hand straight or flat, and thumbs at a 90-degree angle. And remember, the thumbs represent the ego, which is a vital part of our self-identity, also part of the navel chakra. And that ego, remembering, is what glue, it's like the glue that glues the soul to the body. So it's something that we really need, just not in a negative sense. So when we do this ego eradicator, we're doing two things. We're offering our ego, our negative ego, up to the heavens. But we are we're promoting our sense of self with our like a thumbs up. This is affirming our self-identity, our sense of who we are. So let's bring the arms up at a 60-degree angle, just about here. You can't see on the screen, my thumbs are pointing directly up. Sitting up nice and tall, chest out, chin back, and we're going to close our eyes, focus at the third eye point, and begin with breath of fire. If you're on your cycle, you're going to do long, deep breathing. If you're pregnant, you'll also do long, deep breathing. Keeping the elbows straight, thumbs pointed up. Staying focused on your breath, you can bring Sat Nam into your breath. Sat as you inhale, Nam as you exhale. And inhaling deeply. Bring your thumb tips together over the top of your head, stretching out your fingers. And exhale, bring your hands down through your electromagnetic field onto your knees. We did that for 3 minutes, so that automatically starts affecting your aura, energy field around your body. So it starts to change your blood chemistry, changing the hormones going through your body. And just breathing here. And when you're ready, gently open your eyes. We're going to stretch out our legs. Just bringing your legs out in front of you. Just stretching your feet up to the ceiling, down. Rotating your ankles. And be stretching your feet, straighten your legs. So we're just going to come up onto our feet. We're just going to do a couple of warm-ups. So coming up onto your feet, And just having your feet sort of shoulder width apart, little toes in line with heel. And we're just going to start by warming up our pelvis. So just inhaling forward, exhaling back, hands on the hips. Just big circles with the hips. Alternating with your breath. Very conscious with movement. And changing direction. Just keeping your eyes closed and focused on your third eye point between your eyebrows. Slowly starting to make those circles a little bit smaller with every rotation. You get to center, inhale, dropping your hands, and exhale. Okay, widening your feet until they're sort of about hip width, mat width apart. And inhale, the hands out to the sides. And exhale as you bring your right hand to your left foot. So you're going to stretch forward, reaching forward, keeping your back straight at the last minute, dropping in. Inhaling up, exhaling your left hand to right foot. Doesn't matter if your hands are not reaching the floor. Try and give you a better view of this. And if you'd like the extra stretch, you can look up at your hand that's behind your body. Just look up at that. Nice, gentle, flowing movement with the breath. Just warming up the hamstrings. And you're hinging from your hips. And inhaling up, wherever you are, stretching your arms out to the sides. And exhaling down. Standing still for a moment. Okay, so we're going to start our kriya, which is the advanced abdominal and navel strengthening kriya. Don't be put off by the word advanced. You can do this. So you're going to come to lie down on your back. Okay. And keeping your legs straight. Robins. Okay, your toe is going to be gently pointed. You're going to inhale your left leg up to 90 degrees. Exhale it down. Inhale the right leg up. Exhale it down. Now you can put your hands underneath your hips just to help protect the lower back with that one. So doing what you need to do. Beginning. Inhale left leg up. Exhale down. And alternately lifting each leg up and down, keeping your knees straight if you can. Going at your own pace with your breath. Keeping your mind locked onto your breath. Again, you can incorporate the mantra Sat Nam into the exercise. If you have any tenderness in your lower back, just remember to listen to your body with this one. If it starts to feel too tender, you can take a break, you can visualize the movement. Last 30 seconds. Last time. Inhale, whichever leg is up, up. Hold it up, hold the position with breath. And exhale down. Bringing your knees into your chest and gently rocking from side to side in your lower back. We're going to stay on our back. So just stretching out your legs now. Just relaxing for a moment while I explain the next exercise. So we're going to bring our left knee into our chest as we stretch the right arm up. And then we're going to lower those as we bring the right knee up and the left arm up behind us. So we're just doing that motion, opposite sides of the body. Inhaling one side up, exhaling the other side up. Excellent for working the coordination between the two hemispheres of our brain. Just coming into a nice rhythm with the breath and the movements. Our body and our brain loves rhythm. The heart obviously loves rhythm. And it just brings a cohesiveness between the brain, the heart, and the rest of the body via our vagus nerve. And the last one to each side. And lowering both legs, stretching both arms up, inhale. And exhale your arms back down by your sides, just relaxing your feet, relaxing for a moment. And bringing your knees to your chest, just rocking up a few times before you come up. Hips. And just come onto your toes. Placing your hands in front of you, and then come onto your hands and knees. So we're going to go into triangle pose, but it's just slightly different this time because we're going to have the tips of our fingers touching. Fingers are spread, And then we're going to have the feet approximately shoulder width apart. So get your feet to about shoulder width. And then we're going to inhale, pressing up with the sit bones. And then bringing the heels back towards the mat. Keeping your back straight, shoulders relax. And head, just neck also relax, head is just flopping forward. So in this position, we're going to long, deep breathe. Keeping your sit bones lifted up towards the ceiling. Doesn't matter if your heels are not touching the ground. Just try to move them in that direction. Just broadening across your shoulders so that you're rotating your armpits towards each other. Keeping your breath long and deep. We're going to be here for another minute. Do what you can. If you need to take a break, you're going to come down onto your knees and go back to the beginning. Last 20 seconds. And inhale. Exhale, just coming down onto the knees. And then coming to lie down on your stomach. And just taking a moment, just resting one side of your face on the mat. And now you're going to bring your hands towards your shoulders. Just bring your chin to the central position. I'm just going to show you this next exercise. So we're going to go into cobra pose. Okay. So technically your feet can be together, but it's quite strong on the low back. So I'm going to keep mine slightly apart. So in this position, there's two things that you really need to remember. You're reaching your heart away from your feet. So you're elongating through the spine and you're keeping your buttocks relaxed because you don't want to compress the lower back. Okay. The other thing to remember is to keep your shoulders away from your ears. Now the full kind of posture is hands by the shoulders, reaching up through the heart, stretching your chin forward, relaxing your buttocks and being in this position, shoulders down from the ears. Now, if that's too much for you, you're going to come onto your elbows, you're going to reach through the chest, looking forward in this position, okay? So we're only going to do it for 1 minute with long, deep breathing. So you decide which way you're going to do it. Okay. So hands by your shoulders, reaching up through the chest, shoulders down, long, deep breathing in this position. Remember, if you need to, you're just going to come onto your elbows, keep lifting through the chest, heart away from your heels. Long, deep breathing. 30 seconds to go. And deep inhale. Coming up onto your hands and knees, going back into baby pose, stretching your feet. Hands back towards the head, pushing yourself up onto your toes, and bringing your feet forward. We're going to come to lie down on our back for the next asana. So we're going to have our lower back very firmly planted into the mat. So you can do that first by bringing your knees to your chest and feel your lower back rounding down into the mat. Okay, then we're going to place our feet just in front of our buttocks, knees above feet. I'm going to interlace the fingers and put them at the back of our head. Okay, so this is called yoga crunch. So we're going to be in this position and we're going to inhale. And then as we exhale, we're going to come up to the count of 6 as we really tighten our abdominal muscles. And we get to this point, you're going to inhale as we relax our abdominal muscles and come back down. But our head is going right down to the ground. So again, we exhale as we come up, counting to 6, contracting the abdomen tightly. And inhale as we go back down, relaxing again, counting to 6. So you're going to keep your own count and let's begin. Just getting my time. Remembering, inhale in this position, exhale as we come up. Inhale as we go back down, relaxing our tummy muscles. Both to the count of 6. Making this your last time. And releasing your hands, laying back your head on the ground. You can stretch out your legs, just rest for a moment. So we couldn't do a navel strengthening set without doing, you've got it, stretch pose. Okay, so let's start just by bringing our knees to our chest, lower back firmly planted in the mat. Now the typical pose is to have the hands either next to the sides or slightly over the sides. If you have any weakness in your lower back, you're going to place your hands underneath your hips. Okay, just to help support that lower back. So we just pull a slight root lock to contract your rectum, pelvic floor, and navel point. Stretching our legs out in front, just keeping the toes pointed, lower back still in the mat. Then we're going to raise our feet about 6 inches off the ground. Tuck the chin into the chest, and we're going to stay in this position doing breath of fire. If you need to, you're going to do one knee, and then after 30 seconds, I'll instruct you to do the other knee. If you're going to do the full pose, and you need to take a break, you're going to lift, bring your legs down and back up again. Okay, so let's get into it. Pointing the toes, raising the feet 6 inches, chin into the chest, breath of fire. Really go strong with the breath from the navel point. You're going to use the breath to stay in this position. You can do this, just 20 seconds left. And inhale. Exhale, release, relax your head, release your hands. Well done. Just take a break if you need to. Pull your knees into your chest. And just relax for a moment. Really good to do that one in bed in the morning as soon as you wake up, just to get yourself into the day in a positive, motivated way. Okay, what's next? Okay, so we're going to stay on our back. Again, if you need to support your lower back, you're going to place your hands underneath your hips. Otherwise, your palms are going to be flat down by the side of you. Keeping your lower back pressed into the mat, we're going to do some leg thrusts. So as one leg goes out with inhale, exhale, the other leg out and that knee towards the chest. So it's like a piston movement, and your feet are about 12 inches, so 1 foot off the ground. Okay, so when you're ready, begin with both knees in the chest, extending your left leg, and then switching legs. Very conscious piston-like movement, pressing your lower spine into the mat, using your navel muscles, consciously moving with the breath. And using the full length of the breath. Last 15 seconds. Inhale, one knee towards your chest. Hold the breath with a position. Exhale, the other knee. Hold the breath out. Inhale, both knees to the chest. Exhale, release. Bring the legs down. Just relaxing for a moment. You're going to just bend your left knee, move over to your right side and come onto your belly. Okay, so just coming onto your elbows. We're going to go into bow pose. Okay. You're going to reach back with your hands and take the tops of your feet. And you're going to then lift, push your feet into your hands as you lift your thighs and your chest off the mat into this position. Okay, and in this position, we're going to be doing long, deep breathing. Now, if your hands are not reaching your feet, you can keep your knees on the ground and just lift your chest and reach back. Okay, no problem. Okay, so let's do this. Hands, feet into your hands, pushing your feet away from your hands, lift yourself up. The feet straight ahead, long, deep breathing. Breathing with your navel point, remembering that's going to help you sustain this position. We have a nice little relax after this, so just do your best. If you need to come down, take a break, then go back up, you're going to do that. Only another 20 seconds. Last 8 seconds. And inhale, lift up even more. Exhale, release, and come to lie down or rest one side of your face on the mat. And just breathe. Really let yourself relax. And then moving on to the other side of your face. If your neck is tender, you can just bring your hands up. Use your hands as a pillow. On to the last 3 asanas, which are not very long. Okay, so just inhaling your hands up towards your shoulders and pushing yourself up, coming onto your knees, stretching your arms out in front of your body about shoulder width apart, bringing your forehead to the ground, and just relax in this position. Really consciously relaxing your shoulders. And gently bringing your hands back towards your head, pushing yourself up. And up onto your knees. So we're going to do, so I'm just keeping the camera like this because I'm going to be coming back. So we're going to do camel pose here. And I'm going to give you an alternative as well. So the full pose is you're going to raise one arm and bring it back down to your, so raise your right arm, bring it back down to your heel. And then you're going to do the same with the left. Keeping your chest lifted high, you're going to look back. Okay, so that is quite tough on the lower back. So if you have any lower back issues, you're just going to support your lower back here, open your chest, shoulders down, and look up to the ceiling, okay? So we're only going to do this for about 20 seconds. So whichever one you're going to do, I'm going to keep my hands here. let's just do that. So arching your pelvis forward, shoulders back, head looking up, and long, deep breathing in this position just for a few seconds. And inhale, just pushing yourself forward. Again, coming down onto your knees. You're going to go into baby pose. So just placing the back of your hands by your feet, forehead on the ground, and relax. Just relaxing your shoulders, letting your whole body sink into the mat. And very gently bring your hands towards your head, pushing yourself up, coming off your heels, stretching your legs out in front of you. Come to lie down on your back, a long, deep relaxation. Hands by your sides, feet falling apart. And just allow yourself to deeply relax. Just scanning your body. See if you're holding any tension anywhere, starting from your toes, working your way up your body, tuning into each part of your body, and just mentally saying, breathe in, Satnam, just acknowledging your body, consciously relaxing each part, and then just letting go. Very gently beginning to notice yourself breathing again. Start to deepen your breath. Begin slowly to move your fingers and toes. Moving too quickly. Gently raising your arms above your head. Stretching yourself out. And then bring your arms down to shoulder height, stretching away from your body as though you're in a shape cross. And then moving into the cat stretch, so bending your right knee, keeping the toes underneath the left knee. Just move your right knee over towards the left side to look over your right shoulder. Straightening your right knee and doing the same with the left, bending the left knee over to the right side to look over your left shoulder. Nice lateral twist. And then hugging both knees to your chest. Gently rotating your lower spine. One direction and then the other direction. And then rubbing the soles of your feet and the palms of your hands together, generating some heat in your hands. Place your warm, healing hands over your eyes, letting the heat penetrate into your face. And gently draw your palms away from your eyes as you open your eyes into them. And tucking your hands behind your knees, rock yourself up 3 times to sitting. So we did a kriya for the 3rd chakra, and now we're going to do a meditation for the 3rd body. Different system, and this is linked to our positivity. Also a bit like the 3rd chakra, linked to the sun and its optimism and positivity. So it said that this meditation will be positive and happy, and it really it is, if you are feeling any sense of depression, this is a really good one to lift you out of that. So we're going to use the mantra Sa, Ta, Na, which we're going to use mentally. So bring your hands into Gaya Mudra, and then you're going to look through your thumb and forefinger, looking towards infinity. And then as we inhale, we're just going to stretch, so you're focusing on the breath and the prana, so we're just going to stretch that prana, inhaling Sa, mentally chanting, exhaling Na. Sorry, Ta. Sa, Ta, inhaling Na, exhaling Ma. So we're mentally chanting. Okay, so we, in this position, starting position, eyes open, inhaling Sa, exhaling Ta, inhaling Na, exhaling Ma. So the whole thing does take about 4 seconds. So let's begin. Looking through the rings of our fingers, inhaling Sa, Ta, Na, Ma. Always inhaling as the hands come out, exhaling as they go back. Feel like you're stretching that prana out. And now you're just going to go a little bit, excuse me, a little bit quicker. If you start to feel any discomfort, just notice that discomfort and keep going anyway. Meditation does put pressure on the lymph glands. Try to relax your shoulders. Stay with the breath and the mantra. Not too much longer left. Stay focused on the mantra. Used to being out of your comfort zone. Keep going, not much longer. Last 10 seconds. Last time. Inhale, arms to parallel to each other. And exhale your hands down onto your knees, closing your eyes. And just focusing at the point slightly above the top of your skull. Bring your awareness up to that point. Breathing naturally. And just breathing and being. Observing yourself, is there anything happening in your mind? Being drawn in, just observing. No judgments. And inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last time, inhale. Exhale. Just raise your hands over your head, just have a bit of a shake. And hands down onto your knees. Lovely. Thank you for joining. And let's just bring our arms together in our heart center. Finish this class by chanting 3 long satnams together. Inhaling deeply to begin. Sa. 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 And exhale and forward. Peace, love, joy to all. Happiness to all. Inhale up. Thank you very much, and I will see you soon.